Many people around the state woke up to heavy rain and strong winds, and some even without power, as mentioned. Let's get right out now live to News 8's Jeff Allen in Killingworth, where he is surveying some of the damage that was caused by this overnight storm. Jeff.
Yes, Keith, and one of those examples is this sand storage Quonset behind me, which you can see is quite ripped apart by the storm last night. But the most common effect for the average folk out there is an effect that has become all too common in these parts in recent times, and that being power outages.
We're all on wells out here, so if you don't have power for your well, you can't take a shower, you can't wash up. In fact, this morning I washed up with a bottle of spring water.
Not as if Killingworth stands alone in the dark, but it is among Connecticut towns with a higher percentage of power outages and slow recovery today.
There's a lot of tree damage everywhere. That's it. Trees are consistently the #1 cause of outages. So it's a matter of cleaning up the system and moving on from point to point as quickly as we can.
Frustrating to people like Enrico Melchiore, who says his area has been a repeat offender.
I can still see trees that have fallen from 3 or 4 storms ago, still laying on the sides of the roads, cracked, broken, branches hanging. So it really needs a lot more policing up with the tree work.
Despite the lessons from some recent storms, a lot of folks around the area still have not bought generators, and we're finding out that at least in Killingworth, when the going gets tough, some of the tough go out for breakfast.
We get very busy. The phone rings a lot. Are you open? Yes, we're open. People come in, oh, I'm so happy you're open. I need coffee.
Then there's the irony of those prompted by recent history to get generators but didn't need them. No problem, they say. It bought them peace of mind. You hear that thing click on and you go right back to sleep, right?
That's right. Every Tuesday morning at 7 o'clock, it goes on for 15 minutes to let you know it's working. And I love it.
But I haven't put one in myself. I sort of toughed it out, but I think this year is the time to invest in one because I think it's going to become more and more useful and more prevalent to just keep on happening.
Now, as I believe we heard Keith talking about, CL&P is reporting a total of about 4% of Connecticut customers without power. But the number is greater here in Killingworth, some 38% still without power. Only Franklin and Marlborough, it looks like, are greater right now at 60 and 50% respectively. Now, CL&P tells us that if you have trees near power lines near your property, that you should be contacting your town's arborist first, not CL&P, but that they can work in conjunction with CL&P to fix the problem perhaps over time. Now, as for timelines, he also told me that CL&P anticipates very significant progress between now and late this afternoon, and certainly by this time tomorrow in terms of restoring power. We're live in Killingworth. Jeff Allen, News 8.